Now let's meet the absent starters for the Riverhawks. At QB and a senior, number 1, Joshua Taylor. At wide receiver and a junior, number 2, Anthony Hara. At tight end and a senior, number 4, Marquise Sagapolitelli. At running back and a junior, number 7, Andrew Nyko. At wide receiver and a senior, number 15, Riley Brock. At running back and a senior, number 40, Manitou Crichton Tunai. On the line and a junior, number 51, Connor Sam. On the line and a senior, number 53, Evan Baldy. On the line and a junior, number 55, Merrick Peacock. On the line, number 59, Lisandro Garcia Rocha. And a tight end and a junior, number 84, William Lee. The Riverhawks are coached by Mark Schilling.
Oh, wait.
And to team first, I present to you on mat. Please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country with the singing of our national anthem, performed by Baker's own Rachel Shaw.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Rachel Shaw.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium for some Friday night football. We are glad to have you with us here on EO Alive TV, whether you're joining us on Facebook, YouTube, the website, or even on Roku. Welcome. Whether you're here for Baker, the Dalles, or just to see some great football action, we got you covered tonight. My name is Jesse Taub. It is a pleasure to be with you tonight. We got about 2.5 minutes to game time here. This is going to be the first league meeting of both of these schools. The Dalles, the Riverhawks, the largest city in Wasco County, coming about making the 3-hour journey over here to Baker. The Bulldogs here coming in with a 3-2 record. They have won their first opening match against Cascade. They lost to Homedale here at home, took care of business on the road against Vail and Ontario, and then last weekend against LeGrand, if you watched, it is not their best performance, but they are ready to roll here tonight. You see the captains meeting out on the field for both teams. Looks like the captains for the Bulldogs is going to be Hobson, the quarterback there, number 3. Tate Powell is going to be a little bit of a running back, tight end, linebacker action. David Shaw there, 59, is going to be their center. And it looks like Hudson Spike, number 13 there on your right, wide receiver DB. For the Riverhawks, their captains, their senior quarterback, Joshua Taylor, their number 1. He's going to play also a little bit of defensive back. He's 5'10", 185. Right in the center there, number 15, also a senior, Riley Brock. He's one of their wide receivers. Rather tall, 6'3", 190, so he provides some nice length there for Taylor to throw to. And the final captain there, number 40, their running back, Mantu. I'm going to have to get this name here right. Mantu Crichton Tanai. Crichton Tanai. I'll get better at that. He's going to be their running back, kind of their middle linebacker as well. He's a load, 6 foot 215. Kind of set up the game preview here for you. The Dalles, they're going to come in with a run-heavy offense. They're pretty much going to run the triple option about 90% of the plays. You'll notice the triple option basically gives them obviously 3 different ways to run the ball. They'll look to either hand it off inside, the quarterback will take it around outside on the tackle, or he'll make a pitch to the running back. So we'll look for that tonight. The Bulldogs have been practicing that all week. A difficult offense to contain, so we'll see how they do on that. The Riverhawks coming in with the triple option. For the Bulldogs tonight, they're going to be looking to score mostly through the air, I'm anticipating. Last week they lost one of their starting running backs and middle linebacker, Jackson Logsden. He's going to be out for at least a few weeks, possibly the rest of the year. Bulldogs a little quiet on the injury report on that side. But as you see, they're getting ready to take the field here. The Riverhawks, again, they're going to be looking to stop the Bulldogs through the air. You got Jones, Spike, and Malachi Meyer, 3 great wide receivers for the Bulldogs, and Hobson has his pick. He's loving life back there as the quarterback with those 3 guys to throw to. So the Bulldogs will be looking to score through the air, the Riverhawks on the ground. It is an absolutely beautiful Friday night here. You can't ask for more than this on a nice cool fall evening. Bulldogs getting ready to kick off. Hudson Spike going to do most of the place kicking for the Bulldogs. We'll see who does the punting, as Logsden previously had done that. They'll have a little shake up there. Back for the Riverhawks tonight, want one of their wide receivers, junior Anthony Hara. He's back there, number 2. He's kind of on the far side of the screen. On the near side there, it looks like we got number 3 as well, another wide receiver, Nolan Cates. Spikes his kick, a little short. That looks like it's going out of bounds. And there's the flag. So, not a perfect start for the Bulldogs, but that's all right. They'll set up shop here. And the Riverhawks will take advantage. I believe it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 35. No time off the clock. Still 12 minutes to go. First quarter. We are glad you are joining us again. My name's Jesse Taub. Quite an honor to be with you tonight. Again, whether you're joining us from the Dalles, we want to thank you for checking in, or local here for the Bulldogs, or maybe you're just a fan of Friday night football. Great to have you with us. All right, let's look for that triple option here coming out for the Riverhawks. Taylor's their quarterback. And they've got a big running back who we'll also see in here, Sagapotelli. We'll see what he gets here. So handoff down to number 2, Anthony Hara, right up the middle. Picks up about 5 yards on that. Bring up about 2nd and 5. Taylor kind of does the old school. He runs to the side, get the play every time.
Tackled by Dash Bloomer. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, so shotgun formation. He's got 2 wide receivers, tight end, 2 backs flanking him here. That's the pass. Lead handoff right up the middle. Tackle looks like there by Tate Powell and Dash Bloomer. That's going to be about a gain of 5. It's going to be just short of a first down, though, maybe about 3rd and a long one. Here, take a look at this replay here.
And a pack of dogs. 3rd.
Hara takes the ball, going off that right side. Gets good push there by that line. Starters on the line for the Dalles here as they come out for 3rd and 1. Sam, Baldy, Peacock, Garcia Rocha, and Lee, I believe, tight end there. Hara in motion, fakes the pass, going, looks like it's going to be enough for the first down. Their big 6', 215 running back, Manitou Crichton Tunai. Manitou Crichton Tunai. And a big load there. Jones, Malachi combine on the tackle there. But you see, look, the 2 Bulldogs can't even take him down there. He's a big load, and they will be punishing up front all night. All right, so we got a 1st and 10 now. About 10.5 minutes to go. The ball's on the 47 of the Riverhawks, just about to midfield. Again, Taylor, the quarterback, he's a senior, 5'10", 185. It's a handoff again, seeing this run all night. I believe that was Crichton Tunai as well.
Ball carrier.
Nope, check that.
Excuse me, Tunai.
Tunai, I was right, thank you.
A pack of dogs. 2nd and 8.
Just a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. The in-house announcer there questioning my call, but it was Tunai, so he has about 3 carries now, almost 10 yards. Again, Hara, the other running back, he kind of serves as a wide receiver / running back, number 2 there. They're both flanking Taylor here in the shotgun. Try to pull the Bulldogs off sides. Does not work. Hara, the handoff off the right side, gets about 5 yards. Tackled there by Powell and Garvin, I believe. They're number 2, Garvin, the strong safety. Here's the replay.
Tackled by Powell
Again, Hara running off that right side there. You can see Powell, 32, in pursuit. Oh, and it looks like David Shaw as well in there for the Bulldogs. All right, so 3rd and about 5 here coming up for the Riverhawks. Their standard formation here. 2 wide receivers, their tight end. Oh, looks like I got 1 running back in the game here. Right to the left of Taylor. Hara comes in motion, hand to Tanai up the middle. Again, that big guy just moving the pile. Picks up about 4 yards. I want to say that's about 4th and a half a yard. That's real close. We'll see the spot here. About on the 43-yard line. Referees are looking as well. They're going to say a first down. They're going to say a first down, all right. So first down Riverhawks, just under 9 minutes still to go in the first quarter here. They're on the 43 of the Bulldogs. Again, they're running the triple option almost exclusively here. It'll be quite rare to see them pass. They will every once in a while, kind of like if you watch Army or any of those military schools in the collegiate level. They are a pure run-heavy offense. Quarterback Taylor there with the draw. Only picks up about 1 on the yard. Looks like he's tackled by Bloomer, Dash Bloomer.
2nd and 8.
The Riverhawks looking for get kind of their program back on a roll here. They opened the season with a convincing win against Park Rose, 46-6, but they've lost their last 3 here. So both the Bulldogs and the Riverhawks coming off a loss, looking to kind of get back in that win column here. The first league meeting, again, a new district. This is District 5 league football. Taylor hands it off to Hara off the left side. Ooh, flag coming in, but looks like Garvin makes the tackle. We'll have to check on the flag. Could be some holding.
Flag on the play.
Check the replay here. Again, coming on the near side off tackle. See if we can, oh yeah, I think that looks like a hold there. Isaac Cleveland was trying to get away. So the holding against the Riverhawks. We'll push them back 10 yards, but they'll still replay 2nd down. So it's going to be about 2nd and 18. Just under 8 minutes to go here.
2nd and 17.
The wide receivers, just in case they think about showing, you got Nico here on the near side. On the far side there, I believe that's going to be Sagapolete. Taylor's going to take the handoff, running with Hara. He keeps it, tries to get out of there, but Bulldogs are there. Looks like 23 for the Bulldogs. Sage Joseph was the first to make the tackle there. He's a fun athlete for the Bulldogs. Great baseball player as well, only a sophomore.
and 16.
5'9", 165. See there, Malachi helping him. Joseph, 23, for the Bulldogs. So 3rd and long here coming up for the Riverhawks. Let's see if they put it in the air here. They're also not afraid to go for it on 4th down. So if they get a chunk of yards here, I would not be surprised to see them go for it. So Taylor in the backfield is going to throw. A little bit of rush, starts to take off, get a few yards before he's tackled after a gain of 4 by the Bulldogs. Jadam Grisham Clark and Jacob Mills combine on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Number 71.
Check out the replay. He's looking for something deep, but the Bulldogs are sitting back in a nice little zone. Decides to take off, pick up a few yards. Looks like the Riverhawks are going to punt it away. Play a little bit of a field position game here. Their punter is going to be Manitou Crichton Tunai. And for the Bulldogs, Malachi Myers standing back at about his 15-yard line looking to return. Here's the kick off. Pretty solid kick. Meyer fields it. Coming near side here, looking to make a man miss. Picks up about 5 yards or so on the return, so not bad. Bulldogs going to take over 1st and 10
To the Bulldog 20.
on the 27-yard line coming up here.
1st and 10 Bulldogs.
We want to make sure we are hitting all of our sponsors tonight. Without them, we would not be able to bring these games to you each and every week, whether that's the LeGrand home games or the Bulldog home games. So we want to thank Hobby Habitat. They're located in LeGrand, and trust me, they have something for everyone, whether that's tabletop games, Traxxas RCs, Legos, puzzles, disc golf equipment. I'll get back to that. Garvin on the hand up the middle for the Bulldogs, picks up about 5. They also got STEM supplies and, again, so much more. Something for everyone. Go check out that Hobby Habit just for the fun of it. They're located 411 First Street, LeGrand. Again, 411 First Street, LeGrand. You can give them a call, 963-9602. Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it. All right, 2nd down now here for the Bulldogs. Hobson's going to be the quarterback. 2nd and 6. 4 wide receiver set. Looks like you got Jones, Tate, and Bloomer. They're going to throw a quick screen to Rashawn Jones, the freshman. Gets it out for about a gain of 6. That's going to be enough for a 1st down for the Bulldogs. Check out the replay. They're just going to throw a quick wide receiver screen. You got Powell and Bloomer out blocking for Jones. Makes one man miss, and that's going to be enough for the 1st down. Jones, like I mentioned, only a freshman for the Bulldogs. He's 6'1", 180, and if you remember us from last time, he holds the Oregon State middle school record in the 100-meter hurdles. A quick young gentleman. All right, Garvin here, going to take it out to the outside, pick up about a gain of 5. Again, Jackson Logsden out tonight, separated shoulder. He suffered that last weekend against LeGrand, so Garvin's going to handle the majority of the work there. You see him here coming near side. Number 2 gets a good stiff arm and a couple more yards. So bringing up about 2nd and a long 5 here for the Bulldogs. They're on the 43-yard line. Again, Paul Hobson's the quarterback. Garvin behind him. Spike on the far side. Jones on the near side. Hand off to Garvin. Following his blockers. He's got a little bit of room. Picks up about a gain of 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. We're just under 5 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. That Bulldog line doing a nice job here. David Shaw, the center. You got Walden, Grisham Clark, and Richards in the middle, and Cade Rudy, right tackle for the Bulldogs. Daniel Brown will also come in on occasion. All right, Hobson back in the shotgun. Hand off to Garvin up the middle. Trying to break through the tackle. Picks up about half a yard. I think it's going to be 4th and a half yards. Still a little bit short. See what the Bulldogs decide to do here.
And 1.
Can't imagine they don't go for it. Meyer running the play in here. Both teams kind of use that old school style of running the player in with the play as opposed to signaling in the play from the sidelines.
Watch the ball! Watch the ball!
Bulldogs here, 3 wide receiver set. Powell, the tight end, Garvin and Hobson. Hobson running that speed option, gets a good stiff arm. We'll see at the mark. It looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down, but there is a flag. That might bring him back. We'll see enough here. So they go with the speed option to the near side. Garvin gets that block, but Hobson's stiff arm effective, but just runs out of a little bit of real estate, although they are going to move it. So they call holding on the Bulldogs. So that's going to move it back. Guessing that's going to push the Bulldogs into a punt. Let's just double check here. The referee's still having a little commentary there. Again, another one of our great sponsors here, Gray's West Funeral Home. Gray's West and Company, the Pioneer Chapel, is renowned after more than 90 years of excellence. That's amazing. They provide unparalleled personal service, unmatched facilities, and guaranteed value to every family that calls upon their family. Wonderful business there. They're located at 1500 Dewey Avenue here in Baker City. You can check them out online at grayswestco.com or give them a call at 541-523-3677. Again, Grays West Pioneer Chapel. All right, so the Bulldogs are going to punt it after the 10-yard holding penalty. Tate Powell will kick for the Bulldogs, the senior. Riverhawks got two people deep, Hara and Cates. Powell, good kick, a lot of hang time, but not super deep. Takes a Riverhawk bounce. Bulldogs finally touch the ball. Only going to amount to about a 15-yard net punt there. So the Riverhawks are going to take over 1st and 10, already in Bulldog territory. Their decision to punt pays off. They get it back in plus territory. So we'll see what Taylor, the quarterback here, gets going. Again, if you're just joining us, the Riverhawks are going to run the ball about 90-95% of the time, always from the gun, either a triple option or some sort of speed option. There's a little handoff to Hara. Anthony Hara picks up about 5 yards on the run.
Jar, the ball carrier. Taken by Bloomer.
Dash Bloomer on the tackle there for the Bulldogs.
Second.
Going to bring up about 2nd and 4. Ball's on the 40. About 3 minutes to go in the first quarter here. And you kind of had a feeling this might be a little bit of a quick game just because the Riverhawks love to run so much. And the Bulldogs, they will definitely run the ball as well to set up kind of their deep passes downfield. So Taylor in the backfield, both running backs behind him. Hara gets the handoff to Tanai. Crichton Tanai, the big guy, picks up about 2.
Crichton Tanai, the ball carrier.
Make about 3rd and 3 here coming up. Bloomer, the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Third down.
See what Taylor decides to do here for the for the Riverhawks on 3rd down. Bulldogs usually set up kind of in a 4-3 standard defense. The Riverhawks will play a 3-4 predominantly. Let's see what they decide to do here. Try to pull the Bulldogs off sides. Doesn't work. Hand off to Hara. Oh, Powell with the tackle also knocks the ball out, but Taylor recovers. He's going to try and make something happen, but no luck there. Going to be a loss of about 12 yards after Powell forces the fumble. Taylor the recovery. Credit the Bulldogs for flocking. Not giving their quarterback any room to go. All right, so check this out. Oh, just the end of the play here. You'll see, again, Sage Joseph, that sophomore, along with Dash Bloomer, a junior, taking down Taylor. So that'll force the Riverhawks to punt.
Back to receive for the Bulldogs, Malachi Meyer.
Crichton Tanai to punt, and Meyer standing back at about his 15 to receive.
Crichton Tanai.
Bulldogs in a little bit of a safe coverage. Snap's good. Kick away. Malachi going to be able to field this, I think. He might just let it roll. Oh, great bounce there. So overall, that's going to be about a 35, 38-yard kick there for the Riverhawks. So nice job there. He's going to put the ball 14. Yeah, they're going to place it down 14. So 1st and 10, the Bulldogs are going to take over. Another great sponsor we want to hit up here, Grand Ronde Retirement Residence. They are here to support residents with all their needs, and they offer a variety of innovative, life-enriching activities and events designed to stimulate the mind, body, and soul at every stage of life. You can go to their website or call 541-250-3313. Again, Grand Ronde Retirement and Assisted Living Residence. All right, so the Bulldogs looking to go deep here. Hobson's got Spike, but just going to overthrow him there. Again, we mentioned the Bulldogs love to go deep. They got a great set of receivers in Jones, Spike, and Meyer. Here's the replay. We'll see Hobson kind of roll to his left. Spike on the outside there. He was definitely open behind the defense, just couldn't quite connect, about 4 yards overthrown. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Again, about 1 minute to go here in the second quarter, or excuse me, the first quarter. Bulldogs on their own 14. Hobson, Jones the near side, Meyer the slot, Powell the tight end, Spike on the far side. Hits up Spike on the cross. Spike makes a man miss, and he may, the big man, Andre Nico makes a touchdown-saving tackle. Great job by him there. Spike just going to run a simple, basically 5-yard slant. Gets through Taylor, the quarterback, who also plays D-back. And then tackled there, you see, by Andre Nico, saving the touchdown. So again, this Bulldog offense can be explosive. Last week against LeGrand, they were putting up some yards. They just kept shooting themselves in the foot when they got close to the red zone. Meyer here on the sweep, near side, taken out of bounds after a gain of 5. See the replay here. Meyer's going to come on a near side sweep. Gets a nice block there from Garvin. Out of bounds after a game of 5. So the Bulldogs on the Riverhawks 43.5. 2nd and 6, about 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Clock is stopped. Jones the near side. Handoff to Garvin up the middle. Not a lot of movement. Maybe picks up about 1. And that'll probably be the last play of the first quarter. We'll see if the Bulldogs decide to rush. There's about 20 seconds to go here. 3rd and 5. If it was me, I'd probably let the clock run out and think about what you want to call here on this 3rd and 5. Neither team really made it too far into the other team's territory. Meyer bringing the play, and I don't think they're going to get it. Under 5 seconds here to go. So at the end of the first quarter, a quick one. Score still tied 0-0. It'll be Bulldog possession, 3rd and 5. When we come back, let's take a commercial. Thank you again for joining us. We'll be right back.
Want to keep yourself informed?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Bulldog Memorial Stadium here, a beautiful Friday night. 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Hobson takes the pass, or the snap, trying to direct some traffic to Meyer. Meyer, just looks like it was out of his hands there.
This is incomplete.
He was open. Again, Hobson and Meyer usually will make that connection 7 times out of 10. I'm assuming here the Bulldogs will go for it. 4th and 5 in opponent's territory. See what they draw up here. Again, first meeting here in District 5 football. Both of these teams not previously conference foes, but they did some movement of schools. The Dalles themselves has a population, the high school, of about 880 students, where the Bulldogs only sitting at about 540. So definitely a smaller school for Baker, but the Bulldogs look to throw here. Bloomer makes the catch from Hobson. He makes a man miss. He's up the middle. Let's see how far he goes. Again, Andre Nico makes another big tackle for the Riverhawks. Dash Bloomer there on the catch and run. Younger brother of Gage Bloomer, the announcer in the stadium. Quick confusion there, but you see Bloomer makes the catch, makes one man miss. He's going to cut to the inside, makes Taylor also miss, gets upfield. Again, his brother was a great running back for the Bulldogs, graduated last year. You see he's got some of those moves as well. All right, so the Bulldogs, 1st and goal at the 9 now. Little issues on the snap. Hobson just picks it up, and there's some penetration. The Bulldogs are going to take the loss. Be about a loss of 5, moving back to the 14. Again, last week, if you checked out the Bulldogs, they had a little bit of trouble once they got near the red zone. Couple turnovers, unable to really put the ball in the end zone. Let's see, I know they've been working on that in practice. Hobson now in the gun. Garvin again to his right. Bloomer, the tight end, in the slot. Now Garvin goes rolling Hobson to the right. Looking for Powell. Oh, intercepted by Taylor. Joshua Taylor, the quarterback and safety for the Riverhawks, stepped in front of that one. I don't think Hobson saw him coming. He was looking for Powell. We'll take a look at the replay. Again, Hobson looking for Powell there. Taylor comes over. Riverhawks might have been playing a little bit of zone there.
1st and 10 from the Riverhawks 15-yard line.
So the Riverhawks will take over. Still deep in Bulldog territory. But again, just kind of a continuation of last week there for Hobson. Shooting ourselves in the foot, unable to get it into the end zone. The Riverhawks take great advantage. Credit Taylor there, a great read. He's also the quarterback. Takes the ball. Going to hand it up the middle. Crichton Tanai, I believe. Number 40. Again, he's a big man. 6 foot, 215. And he runs downhill. See there the line for the Riverhawks, opening up a lot of holes. Finally, they're knocked down by Jones, the freshman. The Bulldogs go ahead and take a timeout here. Let's take a timeout with them. We'll be right back. See you in a minute.
Want to keep yourself informed with relevant news and events in Eastern Oregon but don't have much time on your hands? Well, here on EO Alive, we pay attention to what's happening in Eastern Oregon and deliver the news in 2 minutes or less on our evening news roundup. You can expect to get your news delivered right to your Facebook and Instagram feed every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. We'll keep you in tune with Eastern Oregon, and you can count on that. EO Alive, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku. Eastern Oregon is full of interesting people, with interesting minds and interesting things to say. Here at EO Live, we're committed to connecting you to these intriguing people with EO Talks. We let our special guests share their ideas and life experiences with deep, open, engaging, and inquisitive conversations. You'll also be informed in depth on some of the most recent and relevant events, issues, and more.
All right, we are back. 1st and 10 now for the Riverhawks. They're on the 26. Taylor, the quarterback, hands off to Crichton Tanai up the middle. Stopped for about a gain of 2. Another shout out here to Grand Ronde Hospital, another one of our great sponsors. They're located in La Grande. They have started their 90,000 plus square foot surgical expansion to improve surgical services that they offer in the Grand Ronde Valley in Eastern Oregon. Please check out their wide variety of specialty services that they offer. You can go to grh.org. All right, back now, 2nd and 7, ball on the 29. Taylor in the shotgun. Hara, the swing back. Here's a little bit of a triple option. Pass looks like Hara makes one man miss and eventually brought down there by Joseph. Again, Sage Joseph combining with Caden Garvin on the tackle. Here's Hara. He's going to get the pitch, make Meyer miss, and then Joseph stands him up and knocked down by Garvin. So that'll bring up 3rd and about 6 for the Riverhawks. They're on about the 30, looking to get to 36 and a half. Crichton Tanai in the backfield with Taylor. Andre Nico, the big tight end there, you'll see on the near side. Looks like they're going to go to 15 on the short 5-yard slant. Makes a great catch there. Riley Brock, one of their senior captains. Another big target, 6'3", 190. You'll see a quick in. Taylor, boom, textbook. And Meyer there, able to stop him, prevent any yards after the catch. One thing the Bulldogs have been working on this week in practice is flocking to that ball. All right, so the Riverhawks, another 1st down for them. They're on their 37, about just under 9 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Hara, the motion man, Crichton Tanai. Oh, nope, they're going to make the pass to Hara on the far side. able to get a few yards before he's brought down by Spike, so that'll bring up about 2nd and 8. Again, that was kind of their triple option we've been talking about. They're going to run the ball about 90% of the time. Big team, not afraid to push you around up front. Bulldogs kind of forced to learn this offense in only about 5 days of practice. One of the more challenging things about the triple option offense. Taylor so far done an excellent job managing this team. No fumbles, no interceptions either. All right, Taylor catches the high snap. He's running with it up the middle. Gets about, again, 3 yards.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Going to bring up 3rd and 4. Here's the replay. You'll see Taylor handles the high snap nicely.
3rd and 4.
Decides to keep it for himself. Picks up some yardage. And just like the military academies in college football, if you give them 4 yards a rush, they're going to take it, and they'll go for it on 4th and convert. We'll see what they do here on 3rd and a long 4. They're on the 42-yard line. Crichton Tanai in the backfield, only one running back, 4 wide. Taylor going to step back and look to throw. He's going deep to his big man, Riley Brock. Oh, intercepted there by Caden Garvin, the Bulldogs safety. Makes a great play. Oh, check out this replay again. Taylor throws a nice ball here. He's going for Riley Brock, his big 6'3", 190 target down the right side. He's beat Meyer, but Garvin steps in there and just takes it away from him. What a great play. Being in the right place. And credit Brock there for tackling him right away. Either way, almost like a punt, if you will, although if you ask the Riverhawks, they don't want a punt. So the Bulldogs are going to take over about on the 21, 1st and 10, just under 7 minutes to go here. Now 1 interception each for Hobson and Taylor. Hobson's a little more constantly in the red zone. We'll see what he does here. Drops back 3 steps. He's going deep to Jones. See if Jones can make a play. Oh, beautiful. Yes, he can. And he keeps going. Rashawn Jones. Quite the athlete. Check it out here on the replay. Hobson, just a quick 3-step drop. And he trusts Jones so much, he's just going to throw it in there, take the hit. Jones comes back to the ball. Again, high points it. Great catch. Almost able to break through Hara's tackle there. Jones, only a freshman. If you're a Bulldog fan, he's on the court in the basketball season. If you saw him last year in 8th grade, he was already dunking. Yes, one of the only people I've ever seen dunk in middle school level, Rashawn Jones. You saw him high point it there. All right, Riverhawks are going to take a timeout. Let's take a timeout with them. We'll be back. 6.5 to go. Still 0-0. Bulldogs marching.
Here in Eastern Oregon, we're blessed to live in such a wonderful area. And though it may seem mild-mannered, there's actually quite a lot that goes on in this area. And apparently, there's 2 dinguses who happen to be here that are actually crazy enough to get up at the crack of dawn to talk about it. Tune into AM Live on EOA with Brent and Dodsey, featuring special guests, weather, sports, news, and more, every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m., only on EOA Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
All right, welcome back. Bulldogs 1st and 10 here, driving on their own 41. Hobson handed up to Garvin. He's got some room. Oh, look at that speed. He is not going to be stopped. He's taking it to the end zone. Caden Garvin, 36 yards to the house. Bulldogs, first score of the game. Make it a touchdown. Let's check out the replay. Amazing job by this line. Look at that hole. Even I could have run through that one, ladies and gentlemen. And Garvin is going to be untouched the entire 36 yards before he crosses that goal line. So Bulldogs take a 6-0 lead. Spike going to kick the extra point. Jones will hold. Shaw, the snapper. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up and good. We'll take a quick commercial break, then we'll be right back. 7-0 Bulldogs.
Eastern Oregon's weather can oftentimes seem unpredictable. One minute it'll be raining, then it'll be sunny and wonderful, then snowing and then sunny, then the next it'll be raining cats and dogs, literally. So how do you prepare yourself for such flip-floppy weather? Well, by tuning into EO Live Weather with me, Gabe Curtis, of course, the most accurate weather forecast in all of Eastern Oregon. I'll keep you informed with daily weather updates that can take an in-depth look through the next 7 days. Because if cats and dogs are literally going to fall from the sky, you will want to know. EOA Weather right here on EO Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, just want to hit up another one of our sponsors, one of my favorites, Tap That Growlers in La Grande. They offer 40 taps of beer, hard cider, kombucha, and brewed root beer. They've got a full menu, including brick oven pizza, that also offers adults-only area with the Oregon Lottery and a custom-made shuffleboard table. Check them out. They're on Adams Avenue, 1106, Suite 100 in La Grande. Tap That Growlers. All right, so the Bulldogs coming out on the field to kick off here. They're up 7-0, the only score of the game. About 6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Spike does most of their place kicking, so he'll kick off for the Bulldogs. Deep for the Riverhawks, Hara and Cates, I believe, Nolan Cates. See if the Riverhawks here can answer. Spike set to kick. The lefty, you'll notice. Last kick went out of bounds. This one also sails a little right. It's also going to go out of bounds. Not exactly what you're looking for there. I know they want to angle that kick, but Spike's going to kick it out of bounds. It's going to set the Riverhawks up at the 35. They'll take over 1st and 10.
There's burgers for sale.
Another one of our great sponsors here, B&K Auto Salvage, the Grand Ronde Valley's only full-service auto recycling yard. They are offering both domestic and foreign auto parts. Contact them for all your used auto parts needs and scrap metal removal. They've got locations both in La Grande and Baker City. Again, B&K Auto Salvage, domestic and foreign auto parts, metal scrap removal. Check them out. We appreciate our sponsors so much. Without them, we would not be able to bring you these games here on EO Alive TV all year long.
Kick this thing again.
All right, about 6.5 minutes to go here before halftime. And just a little update for you. Coming up at halftime, our weather guys got about a 5-minute here quick show we're going to play for you. Coming up, talking about the projected weather this upcoming winter. What's the winter going to look like? Hopefully not too bad. We'll find out coming up at halftime. So stick around for that. Hobson's going to re-kick, so they must have declined the penalty. They pushed him back 5 yards. They'll re-kick. They're looking for, oh, this one goes over Hara's head. That's going to be tricky. He's going to have to, oh, they're going to allow him to take the touchback there. Okay. So that'll bring it out to the 20-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Riverhawks there. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us, whether you're joining us from out in Wasco County or here in Baker County or wherever. Thank you for being with us this evening. An absolutely gorgeous night for some Friday night football. We'll see what the Riverhawks decide to do here. They're looking to answer after the Bulldogs' first touchdown by Garvin on the 36-yard run. So Taylor in the backfield, Crichton Tanai to his right, 4 wide receiver set here. Nico, the big man in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. Andre Nico, he's going to try and get outside. Doesn't quite get there. The Bulldogs able to keep him contained. Roughly about a gain of, well, it's going to be a loss of 1, actually. Again, Andre Nico there takes the sweep. Big man, 6'4", 215. You see the Bulldogs obviously looking to go low there initially as they swarm to the ball. Spike and Bloomer, I believe, combined on that tackle. And Isaac Cleveland as well, also there. Riverhawks again, sticking with 3 wide set. Taylor and Tanai in the backfield. Hara on the sweep, handed off. Triple option here. Anthony Hara with it on the outside, trying to get around that guy. Just does. Walks the tightrope, and going to give him about 9 yards on that. A nice there run by Anthony Hara. He's able to get outside. Again, that is the Riverhawk triple option you'll see here. First option up the middle. Not there. Taylor's going to take it. He's covered. Makes the pitch to Hara. Joseph there on running after. Meyer tries to make the stop. Unable to do it. And the Bulldogs clean it up. All right, third down, about 2. Ball's on the 28, need to get to the 30. Taylor in the backfield with the big man, Crichton Tanai. Hara in motion. Oh, over the head of the quarterback. They got to get on that. Ball is still loose. I think the boat's still loose. Bulldogs recover, I believe. They're signaling yes. Bulldogs recover the fumble. Went over the head of Taylor, the quarterback. Check it out in replay here. Ball over. There's going to be one. They're going to try and recover it again. It's going to squirt out. And there, the Bulldogs are going to be able to jump on it. So the second turnover of the night for the Riverhawks. Their first fumble, the earlier interception on the previous drive, led to the Bulldog points. We'll see if the Bulldogs can capitalize. First and 10 on the 14. About 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the half. Hobson in the backfield with Garvin. Oh, little miscommunication there. Bulldogs lucky to keep possession. Great job on the Riverhawks there, getting into that penetration into the backfield. Able to make that play, a loss of about 6 or 7 yards. It's going to put it at the 20, so it's going to be 2nd and 16. Bulldogs need to get to the 4. And Paul Hobson, the quarterback there in shotgun. Bulldogs almost run exclusively out of the shotgun. Garvin next to him. Hobson, 3-step drop, looking for Bloomer. Spike on the cross, and into traffic there. A little lucky it didn't get intercepted. We'll see here. He's going to look for Bloomer first on the outside. Doesn't see him. Then he's going to come back to Spike. But then the Riverhawks sitting in a nice zone there. Again, the big man, Crichton Tunai, playing middle linebacker, gets his hand up on it. So clock stopped here, about 4.5 minutes to go. 3rd and 16 now for the Bulldogs. At this point, I think they're still out of Spike's field goal range, so they'll need to get at least another 10 yards or so for that. But if you're the Bulldogs, you're looking to score. Let's see what they can do. Low snap, Hobson picks it up. Garvin there to block, rolls right, throws, hits him, Meyer. On the out, I don't know if that's going to be quite enough for the first down. I think it might be a yard or 2 short, but let's check out the replay. Hobson does a great job handling, not panicking. Rolls to the right. He's looking for 15 Meyer on his 10-yard out. See Meyer there at the top of the screen. Great hands. But it's going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs on their Riverhawk 8. Looks like they're going to go for it. Or they may end up here taking time out and thinking about it. Nope, okay, they're going to run the play in. Bloomer runs in with the play. Bulldogs got to get quick to that line. Tight coverage, 3 to the right. Oh, and Hobson, the cadence, gets the Riverhawks to jump. That's the first time they've done that tonight, and you can't blame the Riverhawks for jumping there. 4th and 4 was a big play. While we get there, Rick & Sons, another one of our wonderful sponsors, have 50 years of experience. Again, Rock & Sons, 50 years of experience providing quality tires and automotive services. They pride themselves on being there for our customers day or night. They're a Napa Auto Care Center, and they provide 25-hour towing. You got to love that. They're located on the east end of Adams and LeGrand. Go check out JB and the boys. Again, Rock & Sons, 50 years experience. Can't go wrong there. Or you can give them a call, 963. Well, the number was right there on the screen. All right, so we got about 4.5 minutes here to still go. Ball's on the, was on the 8. The offsides, they're still debating where to put it. It's going to be a 4-yard gain because it's just half the distance to the goal line, but that 4 yards is going to be enough for a first down. So the Bulldogs will have it 1st and goal from the 4. See if they try and run it in here. Again, Spike on the near side. Hobson, Garvin in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff. Nice job by the Riverhawks. They had a few different guys there in the backfield, able to trip him up and hold him in. Check out this replay. He's going to get about a gain of 2. Again, great penetration there by the Riverhawks. Again, tackle made by number 55, Merrick Peacock. Again, one of their linemen. He plays both ways, along with Connor Sam and Evan Baldy. All right, Bulldogs lining up, 3 wide receiver set. Spike to the near side, Meyer, Jones, Tate, and Powell in motion. They're going to hand it off to Garvin up the middle. He's going to get in for his second touchdown of the game. Caden Garvin from 2 yards in. Number 2, Bulldogs, 13 on the board now. Again, great job. They're going to run right off the right side there. Powell with the block. Rudy with another great block. Shaw making movement. That whole Bulldogs line looking great tonight. Cole Richards as well at guard, moving some people around. All right, Spike's going to kick. Jones to hold. Shaw, good snap. Kick is up and good. We got just under 4 minutes to go here in the second half. We'll take a quick break. Bulldogs up 14-0. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. All right, welcome back to Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Bulldogs just get their second touchdown off the second turnover for the Riverhawks. Spike will kick off. Hara and Cates will be deep for the Riverhawks. Just under 4 minutes to go here. Again, these two schools meeting for the first time in a while, newly relocated to create a District 5 for football that also includes some other schools. I'll get to that in a sec here. Hara back to receive, takes it out about his 5. Jones coming down the line, and he's got him there again. Number 8, Rashawn Jones, the freshman.
Returns the kick just past the 20-yard line.
Take a look at this replay here. Watch 8 on the near side coming into your screen just in a few yards. There he is. Watch him. He's going to come all the way across, make this tackle. The freshman, Rashawn Jones. Boom. All right, so the Riverhawks, just under 4 minutes to go here. They got it first and 10 to 23. Taylor, again, their quarterback. He's their senior leader, 5'10", 185. Going to take the snap with Crichton Tanai in the backfield. Going to look to pass. Not seeing much. Oh, drops the ball, but I think he's able to recover. Yep, looks like he's able to get the ball back. So that'll be a sack for the Bulldogs and a loss of about 4 for the Dalles High School. Isaac Cleveland on the sack for the Bulldogs, his first of the game. So it'll bring up second and about 14 for the Riverhawks. A little over 3 minutes to go in the first half here. Doesn't look like the Riverhawks in too much of a hurry here. If it's their goal is to not give it back to the Bulldogs with a chance to score, so that it's 14-0 at worst, or they're going to run it all the way down and score a touchdown themselves, bring it to within 7. Flag thrown in the backfield, but Taylor throws it up. Andre Nico just threw his hands here on the near sideline. Again, Nico, a big guy, 6'4", 215. See the replay. We'll see if we can see the flag coming in, probably in the area of holding. The white hat's going to call it. There you see him throw the flag as Taylor's telling Nico go deep. Gets behind the defense, just out of reach. So the holding penalty is going to be declined by the Bulldogs here. It'll bring up 3rd and 15, maybe about 14. So the holding declined. Bulldogs want to get that ball back.
Brings up third and 15. Third down.
Let's see what Taylor can do here with the offense. Bulldogs rush 4, drop 7. Taylor steps up, looking to make some room. He's got a little bit of room. A great runner, Taylor. Oh, just gets tripped up there by Tate Powell. If not, he might have got another 5-10 yards there. So he picks up about 7.
Fourth down. Timeout.
It'll be 4th down and about 8. Bulldogs are going to call timeout, stop the clock. 2.5 minutes to go here. Let's hit up another one of our great sponsors, Carpet One Floor and Home. They've got stores located in LeGrand, Baker City, and Enterprise, and they are celebrating 24 years in Wallowa County. Wonderful to hear that. Featuring Englander mattresses, which are made in Oregon, natural latex, copper-infused, supportive comfort. I think we all could use a new mattress. I know I probably could. So Carpet One Floor and Home, check them out, whether you're in LeGrand, Baker City, or in Wallowa County. They got a store in Enterprise. Carpet One Floor and Home. Just a reminder as well, if you're interested, we got a little bit of a weather report coming up at halftime. It's going to not necessarily your standard weather report, I should say. This is kind of going to be a what to expect this winter weather report. So something everybody's kind of going to want to hear, get their plans out. We'll find out what kind of winter we have in store. Again, that's coming up at halftime, so stick around, check that out. All right, Crichton Tenai is deep to kick for the Dalles. Meyer deep to return for the Bulldogs. Nice kick. See what kind of bounce it gets there. Meyer got some good coverage by the Riverhawks. Nico going to try and catch Meyer. Oh, got a flag thrown in. Meyer is going to reverse course, but I'm not sure what's that happened. Meyer down to the near side. He's got a huge lane over here. Rashawn Jones blocking out in front of him. Finally tackled at about the 30. 2 flags down, I see, on the field. So we'll have to see how this works out. Crichton Tenai's kick gets a nice bounce. Meyer's going to receive it, go to the far side. He's going to get about 1 foot from the out of bounds, and he's going to reverse field. Makes a few guys miss. Bring it over near side here. So again, 2 flags down. The White Hats talking to the Riverhawks coach, so I'm guessing one or both are going to be on the Bulldogs. Looks like running into the kicker, I believe, is signaled on the Bulldogs. And then we'll see what the other flag is for. So running into the kicker, and then I think they signaled a block in the back. Also on the Bulldogs. So both penalties are going to be on the Bulldogs. Or maybe just they were 1. Yeah, both penalties on the Bulldogs. Okay. So the Redhawks, I believe, are just going to choose to move or you put the yardage at the end of the run. So Meyer got out to the 30. They just choose to move him back instead of re-kick.
Well,
just kidding. They are going to re-kick. I'm so sorry. All right, so they'll take the 5 yards and re-kick now for the Riverhawks. We'll redo this. Crichton Tenai deep for the Dalles. Meyer for the Bulldogs. Another good kick. It's a good bounce. Nice coverage there by the Dalles, and a great choice to accept that penalty. Number 15, Riley Brock, the big wide receiver and linebacker, 6'3", 190, able to get down there, corral Meyer before he's able to get going. So that saves them about 25 yards, that penalty. So nice job there by the Dalles. Little city comparison, the Dalles themselves has a population of about 6,000, the major city in Wasco County there, located along the Columbia River, about 3.5 miles east of Baker City. or Baker City, 3.5 hour drive. I don't know what I'm saying, 3.5 miles there. 3.5 hour drive separates these two along 84. Baker City, the biggest in Baker County with 10,000. So similar size cities here. Hobson rolls out, looking for Meyer on the near side, able to catch it, but falls down. Picks up about 7-8 yards. Clock is running. We are now under 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter here. That'll bring up about 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs are going to take time out there. Stop the clock with 1:54 to go. Again, we're sitting at 14-0 if you're just joining us here for the Bulldogs. Not a ton of movement on offense for the Riverhawks or the Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs have had 2 drives off of 2 Riverhawk turnovers that have accounted for both touchdowns. Garvin ran them both in from 36, and then the second one from 2. If you didn't hear at the beginning of the game, the other running back for the Bulldogs, Logsden, he is out tonight and will be out for at least another couple weeks. So Garvin getting the start and making the most of it as well. All right, so we got about 2 minutes to go here. Hobson thrown an interception first in the first quarter. Then we had Taylor, the quarterback for the Dalles, threw one also in the first quarter, and then the last turnover, a fumble on the high snap for the Riverhawks, allowed the Bulldogs to score. Again, if you've been watching Baker this year, they get most of their yards through the air, where the Riverhawks kind of pound you on the ground for their yards. So Hobson very comfortable here in the 2-minute offense. 3-step drop. He's going to look deep to Jones. He's going to throw it up. Jones in double coverage, but again, high points it. Ooh, great play there by Anthony Hara. Knocks that out of Jones's hands. Great play by the D-back there. Check it out here on the replay. Again, Hobson trusts Jones, only a freshman. Throws it up. Looks like he slipped right at the end of that. Might bring it a little short. Jones high points it, but then Hara knocks it out. Again, Taylor also, the quarterback, plays safety there to prevent Jones from bringing it in. That's going to bring up 3rd and a long 2, close to 3 for the Bulldogs. 1 minute, 48 seconds to go, so still plenty of time. Hobson in the shotgun, Garvin next to him. Tried to get a little hard count there, but end up forcing the offensive line to move. Penalty is going to be on Walden there. Just a quick 5-yard penalty, though. But now it's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Again, the Bulldog line, Rudy at right tackle, Walden right guard. Shaw is going to be the center. Then you got Grisham Clark, I believe, at left tackle. Or, excuse me, left guard. Isaac Cleveland at left tackle. All right, Hobson's pass to Spike here on the near side. Going to be good for about 10, 15 yards. Spike's able to get out of bounds, stop the clock. Check out the replay here. Hobson's going to roll to the near side. Spike is the receiver on the near side right there, 13. He's going to run about a 10-yard out. Hobson rolls, able to get those hips open, makes a nice pass on target. Spike, they said taken down out of bounds, but we'll see here. Hobson rolling to the other side. Jones just through his hands. Ooh, hard hit there by Hara.
Pass is incomplete.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Intended for Jones.
Again, most quarterbacks kind of like to stay stationary. Hobson is a great arm when he gets outside of the pocket.
1:29 left until halftime.
He's a junior for the Bulldogs. 6'3", 185. So a big guy. Sees over the line. See what the Bulldogs draw up here. Just under a minute and a half to go. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 42, excuse me. Shaw, the center. Near side is going to be Spike. Powell, the tight end. Bloomer in the slot. Jones on the far side. Hobson's going to roll out. Going to look for Powell, the tight end, on a short play. Gets a nice block there from Bloomer, and Powell's hitting it up the line. He made a great play there, turning right upfield. Bloomer, the great block. That's going to get about a 20-yard gain. We'll check it out, the replay here again. You see Powell wide open there underneath. The Riverhawks can't blame him, dropping deep, trying to prevent anything out of the way. And then you get Bloomer steps in there. And then Powell, instead of going out of bounds, able to sneak up that sideline, pick up about another 15, 20 yards after the catch. So it'll bring up 1st and 10 now. Ball's at the 24 of the Riverhawks. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. Clock is stopped since the ball went out of bounds there. Looks like Spike the near side. Meyer is going to be the near side slot. And the Riverhawks are going to take a timeout and talk things over on defense. We'll do the same thing. 1:20 left in the game. Bulldogs 14, Riverhawks 0. Be right back.
Want to keep yourself informed with relevant news and events in Eastern Oregon but don't have much time on your hands? Well, here on EOA Live, we pay attention to what's happening in Eastern Oregon and deliver the news in 2 minutes or less on our evening news roundup. You can expect to get your news delivered right to your Facebook and Instagram feed every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. We'll keep you in tune with Eastern Oregon, and you can count on that. EOA Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
All right, welcome back again. 1:20 left here in the half. Bulldogs marching. And again, at halftime, Gabe's our weather guy's gonna give you a nice report not only on the winter weather forecast for the upcoming season, but he's also gonna kind of show you his predictions from last year and how he did. And I gotta say, guy knows his stuff. So check out that winter season forecast coming up at halftime. All right, Hobson in the backfield. Oh, little trouble on the snap. He's going to look, throw it deep to Meyer. Oh, unable to bring that in. Meyer was able to get behind Hara, the DB there. Hobson's pass a little short. Forces him to come back here. They do kind of a fake screen there to Jones. Meyer's going deep, but then just out of his reach. So 2nd and 10 now. Minute 14 to go in the half. Clock is stopped. All right, Spike going to be the near side wide receiver. Bloomer in the slot near side. Powell near side, or excuse me, on the far side slot. And then Jones, the far receiver. Hobson hits Jones, a little quick out. Picks up about 10 yards out of bounds. Bulldogs will take that. That'll give him a first down. Ball, I believe, is going to be spotted about the 13. Again, Hobson hits Jones, a little simple out there. Out of bounds. Bulldogs will take it. Jones tonight seems to be the main target for Hobson. All three of these guys can take the top off a defense. So the Riverhawks defense doing a real nice job keeping them contained. Again, even when the Bulldogs have hit their big plays, Andre Nico has made a pair of touchdown-saving tackles there. So Hobson's back, looks to gun it in there to Meyer, and just off his hands there at the goal line. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10. 2nd and 10, excuse me. 1:04 to go. Again, other than a couple, well, one big run by Garvin, the Riverhawks defense has been real solid up front tonight. All right, we'll see what Hobson does. A little 3-step drop here. He's looking left, looking for Spike, but instead he's going to find Bloomer, the tight end there, on a nice 5-yard out. He's going to get in for the touchdown. I thought he was going to be a yard short. Bulldogs love to hear that. Dash Bloomer there, a junior, number 22, scores for the Bulldogs, 6'1", 180. Again, he catches this at about the 4-yard line, and I thought they were able to get him down, but he reaches that ball out. The referee in great position, gets across the goal line before the knee is down, puts the Bulldogs up 20-0. Now the extra point, Shaw the snap, Jones the hold, Spike the kick. It is good. 21-0 Bulldogs. The Dalles are going to have the ball here with about 57 seconds to go. We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back with you here on EOA Live TV.
Here in Eastern Oregon, we're blessed to live in such a wonderful area. And though it may seem mild-mannered, there's actually quite a lot that goes on in this area. And apparently, there's 2 dinguses who happen to be here that are actually crazy enough to get up at the crack of dawn to talk about it. Tune in to AM Live on EOA with Brent and Doddsy, featuring special guests, weather, sports, news, and more, every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m., only on EOA Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
East.
All right, we are back here. Bulldogs just set to kick it off, a little under a minute to go. Spike kicks it low, a little bit of a squib, handled by Anthony Hart. Excuse me, that's Nolan Cates. He's going to break it inside here. Gets a nice little run back. He's going to be outside of the 30, marked at the 32-yard line.
The kick to the 32-yard line.
So the Dalles is going to take over there. 1st and 10. They've got 50 seconds left here in the first half. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think the Bulldogs are going to get the ball at just to begin the second half. So the Riverhawks here might want to see if they can get some movement. We'll see. Only 50 seconds to go. Taylor, the quarterback, hands it off to Creighton Tunai. The big man up the middle picks up about 2 yards.
Creighton Tunai, the ball carrier.
And Riverhawks not in any rush. Looks like they're going to be content
2nd and 9.
to leave it here. Head into half, see if they can make some adjustments. Come back out. Again, the Riverhawks 1 and 3 coming into this game. The Bulldogs 3 and 2. District 5 league play here. Creighton Tunai, the ball carrier again. Again, the big man pushing people over there. Down at the 40, but only 5 seconds left. I think that's going to do it here for the first half action. Again, don't forget Gabe's weather forecast for this upcoming winter coming up. He's going to tell you how he did last year and make some predictions for the upcoming season here. So check that out. It's only about 5 minutes, but it's going to be great. We will be back with you coming up here in a little bit. Halftime here at Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium. The Bulldogs 21, 3 touchdowns, 2 by Garvin on the ground, Bloomer through the air. The Dalles still looking to get on the board, but they're going to make some adjustments and come out strong here in the second half. Again, we'll hit a break here. Thank you so much for joining us here on EO Alive TV.
Gabe Curtis here, the weather forecaster at EO Live, bringing you my predictions for this upcoming winter. This will be the 5th year where I look through the record books trying to find years that correlate to this past season and use the outcome of the following season to try and predict the future, although this will be the 2nd debut here on EOA. But before I get to that, I want to go over my accuracy of last winter. I projected an end zone neutral to weak La Nina season that brings slightly below average sea surface temperatures to the Pacific Ocean, generally allowing that jet stream to be pushed over the Pacific Northwest, allowing for more active weather at times. That was a forecast check. We were under a weak La Nina. I also projected near to slightly below average temperatures. If you average out the months between November and March, it was generally around normal, with slightly below east of the Cascades and slightly above west of the Cascades. That was also a forecast check. I projected near to slightly above average snowfall, and although we were on the higher end of that range, that was still a forecast check. My proudest headline from the Outlook was the most active part of the winter, late December into early January. That came true. Between the week of Christmas and New Year's, we saw an Arctic front spilling in from Canada, producing the first widespread snow event west of the Cascades and producing 10 to 20 inches of snow within a few days across the Grand Ronde Valley, with the low temperature at the LeGrand Airport got all the way down to negative 22 degrees the morning of January 1st. That was a great projection on my part, although there were some points that I just did not handle very well. That includes the additional widespread snow events in November and February. Those months actually tended to be more mild than not, and we didn't see our next widespread snow event until April, believe it or not, which was very unpredictable. I also thought it was going to be more warmer and rainy late January into early February, but that turned out to be November. And as a whole, I thought it was going to be near to below average rainfall. That would have been the case if we didn't get that increasing amount of precipitation late winter and into spring, but we did. So it turned out to be slightly above average in the rainfall department, although there was one particular month that was drier than normal. I thought it was going to be December, but we actually ended up being February. And now on to this winter, which will continue to be La Nina. In fact, the 3rd year in a row, which we've only done twice in the past 72 years, bringing variation across our state with near to above average snowfall east of the Cascades and only near to below average snowfall west of the Cascades. I think that holds true this upcoming season, bringing the most likely scenario across the Grand Ronde Valley anywhere between 36 to 67 inches of total snowfall, with the the lower end of that range out towards Union, the higher end of that range out towards Wallowa and LeGrand would be right in the middle of the best mean prediction that I came up with of 51.5 inches of total snow. To show that variation across the state, I also ran data sets for the Willamette Valley that shows anywhere between 1 to 6 inches of total snowfall, with PDX bringing the best mean of 3.5 inches of snowfall. Region-wide, that would only be a few inches less than what we saw last season, with slightly more precip east of the Cascades than what we saw last season, and slightly below west of the Cascades, bringing the most amount of precipitation and warmest temperatures the first half of the winter before we see the possibility of a transition to end zone neutral late winter into spring, which could bring the coldest temperatures and least amount of precipitation the second half of winter. Let's look at this month by month. October starts tomorrow, and that seems to be the driest month out of the entire season, producing anywhere between a half an inch to an inch and a half below normal rainfall on average, but we should still see our first snowflake in the Grand Ronde Valley by the end of the month, bringing the potential for the first snowflake in the Willamette Valley by November as the east side increases that snowpack, bringing the most amount of snow across the Grand Ronde Valley this calendar year during the month of November, before those conditions become slightly above normal at times. And then December looks the warmest and wettest. The data sets that I ran range anywhere from 2 to 3 degrees above normal temperatures on average, with 1 to 2 inches above normal precipitation. Slightly above normal conditions could continue into early January, but that will be that transition month before we see the snowiest part of the entire season late into the month and into early February, before conditions become increasingly dry and cooler, with March being the coldest month, anywhere between about a half a degree to a degree and a half below normal temperatures, bringing the final dusting west of the Cascades, and possibly the final dusting in the east of the Cascades only into April, as we are seeing much less precipitation the second half of the winter than we did this time last year. And that could raise concerns for a potential worse fire season next summer. Not a slam dunk, but there's something to think about there. That is my full winter outlook. These graphics are available on our EO Live Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Want to keep yourself informed with relevant news and events in Eastern Oregon but don't have much time on your hands? Well, here on EO Alive, we pay attention to what's happening in Eastern Oregon and deliver the news in 2 minutes or less on our evening news roundup. You can expect to get your news delivered right to your Facebook and Instagram feed every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. We'll keep you in tune with Eastern Oregon, and you can count on that. EO Alive, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku. Eastern Oregon is full of interesting people, with interesting minds and interesting things to say. Here at EO Live, we're committed to connecting you to these intriguing people with EO Talks. We let our special guests share their ideas and life experiences with deep, open, engaging, and inquisitive conversations. You'll also be informed in depth on some of the most recent and relevant events, issues, and more. EO Talks on EO Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku. Here in Eastern Oregon, we're blessed to live in such a wonderful area, and though it may seem mild-mannered, there's actually quite a lot that goes on in this area. And apparently, there's two dinguses who happen to be here that are actually crazy enough to get up at the crack of dawn to talk about it. Tune into AM Live on EOA with Brent and Doddsy, featuring special guests, weather, sports, news, and more, every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m., only on EO Alive, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
Eastern Oregon's weather can oftentimes seem unpredictable. 1 minute it'll be raining, then it'll be sunny and wonderful, then snowing and then sunny, then the next it'll be raining cats and dogs, literally. So how do you prepare yourself for such flip-floppy weather? Well, by tuning into EO Live Weather with me, Gabe Curtis, of course, the most accurate weather forecast in all of Eastern Oregon. I'll keep you informed with daily weather updates that can take an in-depth look through the next 7 days. Because if cats and dogs are literally going to fall from the sky, you will want to know. EOA weather right here on EO Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you back to second half action here. We got about a minute and 20 seconds left. You just saw the Bulldogs here take the field at Bulldog Memorial Stadium here in Baker, Oregon. We want to thank everyone for joining us. Again, whether you're hitting us up from the Dalles over in Wasco County or somewhere here in Baker County or wherever you're joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Roku, we want to thank you for joining us on EO Alive TV. My name is Jesse Taub. I'll be with you the rest of the night as well as next week here. Next Friday night, the Bulldogs are going to take on the Madras White Buffaloes. It'll be homecoming for the Bulldogs as well. So you know it's going to be a big crowd. Madras coming to town. Should be a good game. Again, another one of those schools new to league play this year as they did some redistricting up at the OSAA level. Another new addition to our league, or our being the Special District 5 League, is going to be Pendleton as well. That'll be the Bulldogs' final home game set up. Now, the Riverhawks themselves, they are going to host Pendleton next week before they are at LeGrand, at Madras, and then they'll finish up home against LeGrand. So still 4 games on tap for both of these schools here coming up. 3 more after tonight, I guess I should say, so 3.5. Anyway, so we're getting ready here, maybe about 3 minutes or so before halftime starts. Yeah, we're going to go about 3 minutes. So we got a 21-0 game here. 3 touchdowns, all by the Bulldogs. 2 by Garvin on the ground, a 36-yarder to open the scoring, and then a 2-yard plunge for the Bulldogs. Both of those touchdowns coming off Riverhawk turnovers. One, an interception made by Garvin, who then proceeded to run it in. The second one, a turnover on a high snap that went over Taylor, the quarterback's head. The third touchdown, however, done by the Bulldogs' Dash Bloomer, who caught a little 5-10-yard out and then made a couple men miss and was able to reach into the end zone for that. So we got about 2.5 minutes here to go. Again, the Dalles located, they're the biggest city in Wasco County, about 16,000 their population compared to Baker, population of about 10,000, but is the biggest population center in Baker County. The schools themselves, a little bit different in size. The Dalles used to be a 5A school. They're sitting at about 880 students this year, where the Bulldogs themselves here at Baker High is about 540 students. So a little bit of a size difference. Kind of the issue now moving forward as the Riverhawks are going to be one of the bigger schools here in 4A football, where the Bulldogs are kind of going to be one of the smaller schools, at least according to size of population. About 1.5 minutes left here. A couple quick, just I thought interesting little facts here. Both the Dalles and the Bulldogs have a somewhat famous graduate in the professional ranks here. For the Dalles, got to go back to 1937. John Dick graduated from the Dalles High School. He was a member of the University of Oregon National Championship winning team in 1939. They were able to defeat California to win the conference championship last year, and then they were able to win the championship after taking on Texas and Oklahoma, and then finally Ohio State in the championship game. So John H. Dick led the Ducks to their only basketball championship. However, he joined the Navy after graduating, an interesting story here, and entered rising to the rank of Rear Admiral. Spent a good deal of time there. Served during World War II. He was at Pearl Harbor during that attack, survived. And like I said, made it to the rank of Rear Admiral before retiring in 1969. So a cool little story there from a Dalles graduate. For the Bulldogs themselves, their one sort of prominent athlete from this graduating class was Bob McCritchick, excuse me. We got to go back a little bit of years, as he graduated in 1953 from Baker. And he ended up playing for Oregon State, and they were able to win the Pacific Coast Conference Championship in 1956. Before then, he went to the Marines after that as well. He did spend about 20 years in the NFL between his playing and coaching experience. So Bob McCritchick, the High Bulldog graduate here. All right, we are back to some action here. The Bulldogs set to receive the opening kickoff of the third quarter. Riverhawks going to play some defense. Meyer and Jones are deep to receive for the Bulldogs. Looks like Jones is going to pick it up after a quick bobble here. See if he can make a couple people miss and get upfield. He does. Breaks 2-3 tackles before the big man, Creighton Tanai, takes him down for the Riverhawks. So that'll start the Bulldogs 1st and 10 at the 30. Again, you'll see her on the replay. Jones, quick little bobble here as he tries to get it, but then he's going to run to the right here, break it up the middle. He's going to make 1, 2, 3. People miss the tackle before the big man, Manitou Creighton Tanai, brings him down. All right, Hobson leading the Bulldogs. 3 wide receiver set. To the near side, you got Spike and Meyer. Powell, the tight end. Jones on the far side. Going to hand it off. Ooh, Powell here on a little trap play. Picks up a nice gain of about 11 yards before he's brought down by the big man, Andre Nico, as well as Connor Sam, one of the linemen, defensive linemen there for the Riverhawks in hot pursuit. Again, Powell, you see there on a little bit of a trap play. Fake it to Garvin. Powell comes the other way. Bulldogs set to run another play, going a little quicker here in the second half. Looks like straight hand up to Garvin up the middle. Quick dive. Bulldogs doing some nice work up front. Able to get up about an 8-yard gain here for the Bulldogs. It's like Shaw, Richards, and Walden in the middle 3 there. Able to do a nice job creating a hole for Garvin. So 2nd and 2. Bulldogs going a little faster in here in the second half. Hobson, Garvin, a little confusion. Garvin's able to take it outside. Does pick up about 1.5 yards. You see right in front of us, we got a great view. I think that's still going to be about a half yard short. So probably 3rd and about a half yard coming up. Garvin, you see there, able to at least get out of the backfield there. All right, 31 ball, basically at the 50 here. Bulldogs going to take a shot. Hobson's looking deep, doesn't see anything. The Riverhawks, great penetration by that D-line. The big man, 77, Creed Westerfield, making his presence known. He is a big gentleman, 6'4", 280. I know I couldn't block him. Nice play there by him getting in the backfield, making the tackle. So 4th and 2 now. The Bulldogs, as you see the offense out there, they're going to go for it right at midfield here. Spike on the near side. Meyer in the slot. Jones. Looks like Hobson's going to run the speed option. Can he get outside? He does. That's going to be just enough. Plenty for the first down, excuse me. Able to get outside there. Break containment. About a gain of 11 yards. So that'll be a Bulldog first down. Again, you see here Hobson doing it on his own. Picks up a nice chunk and out of bounds. All right, 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter at Bulldog Memorial Stadium. A very pleasant evening. Imagine it's about 55 out here, but very cool, no wind. Hobson's going to throw the screen to Jones on the outside. Jones makes a couple people miss. Again, he's the speedster, the freshman. Picks up about a gain of 5 before being pushed out of bounds, both by Taylor and Hara. Again, Hobson, quick screen to Jones. 1, 2 people miss, and then Taylor pushes him out of bounds there. All right, Bulldogs back in the field. Looks like quick sweep to Meyer here. He's got Garvin leading the block. Meyer super quick and fast, able to get outside around those Riverhawks defense. Picks up another first down, big chunk, about 14 yards for the Bulldogs. That'll be enough for a first down again here. Meyer takes the sweep. He's got Garvin help blocking him here. Meyer runs both the 100 and 200 on the track team. All right, Hobson now. Bulldogs set. Garvin, nope, pulls it. He's going to run it. Hobson getting outside. Another first down. I think that's going to be another chunk play. About 11 yards on that one.
Pushed out of bounds by Nico. Gain of 11.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Notice Hobson there reading the D-end. When the D-end comes in, tackles Garvin. He knows he's got to pull it. Runs it outside. Nicely done there by Hobson. All right. Hobson in the backfield. Powell in motion. Garvin looking for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Cuts it back upfield. I think going to be down just at the 1. Yeah, they got him just short of that goal line. So the Bulldogs, it was 1st and goal. They were on the 8. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 1, or 2nd and goal from the 1. We'll see if they just try and pound it in here. Again, Garvin already 2 touchdowns on the night. Looking for his 3rd. Hard cadence for Hobson pulls the Riverhawks offsides, although the penalty is only going to be about a half a yard. Granted, it's
Offsides.
half the distance to the goal line. One of the shortest penalties you'll ever see. So no real harm done there by the Riverhawks. They're looking to get some penetration, tackle someone in the backfield, make it a hard third down for the Bulldogs here. We'll see what they do. Hobson takes it, doesn't hand it off, pulls it, dumps it off to Tate, and he's going to get in. Tate Powell, the senior, number 32, touchdown Bulldogs. Again, Powell, senior leader for them, 6 foot, 195. Hobson pulls it, everybody's thinking run, dumps it off to Powell there, and he's able to take a few steps into the end zone. So it makes it 27 points here for Baker, kicking for 28. Shaw the holder, Shaw the snapper, Jones the holder. Spike, kick up, and good. That's going to make it 28 for the Bulldogs, just under 10 minutes still to go here in the third quarter. The Riverhawks, you know they made some adjustments. They're going to be coming out strong here. They're going to get the ball for the first time in the second half, coming up right after this break. All right, welcome back, everyone. Spike on the kickoff. He's hit a few out of bounds. This one stays in. Anthony Hara, the wide receiver, going to look for some holes. He's got a few. Gets it out past the 25, so good run back there by the Riverhawks.
The 26-yard line.
They'll take over their first possession here in the third quarter with just 9 minutes still to go in the third quarter. Again, Joshua Taylor is going to be their senior leader. He's also their quarterback. Really does a real nice job running this offense, keeping everybody in position. Again, if you're just joining us, the Riverhawks are going to be a primary run-first offense. They'll incorporate both the speed option along with the triple option. You'll see here Taylor, two backs in the backfield, hands off. They got a big running back, this gentleman right here, Manitou Crichton to Nye. The ball carrier picks up about 7 yards, and that's what they're looking to do. Push you around up front, create some space, and march down the field. All right, so it's going to bring up about 2nd and 4 now. The ball on the 32, trying to get to the 36 for the first down. All right, Hora now on the near side as a receiver. On the far side, it's going to be number 7, Nico, I believe. They're just going to hand it off, though. Quick run up the middle here. They brought in Julian Morehouse, the ball carrier. He's going to pick up about maybe 1 before the Bulldogs take him there. So it's got 3rd and 4 here now for the Riverhawks. Last tackle was made by Jadam Grisham Clark for the Bulldogs. Another senior. Again, interestingly enough, both of these teams not very senior heavy. The Dalles, they're coming in with 6 seniors on their squad, while the Bulldogs, they're coming in with 5. So you know both of these programs know next year they're going to be probably a little stronger as well. All right, hand it off here. I think that was Morehouse as well. Again, the ball here. He's going to be real close to a first down there. Might be just about a half a yard short. Yep, they're going to go 4th and really like a half a yard. Oh, maybe the Whiteheads. He's going to signal first down, actually. Never mind then. Okay, they're going to give him the first down there. So if you're the Riverhawks, you love that. Come on out, get a first down.
After further inspection with laser sight, first down, Riverhawks.
All right, so Taylor in the backfield. Crichton Tanai. And then near side, Riley Brock, their big 6'4" wide receiver. He's going to hand it off. Crichton Tanai, again, the big man, just pushing people forward. Picks up a good solid 5 yards.
Tackled by a pack of dogs, led by Mills. 2nd and 5.
So the Bulldogs defense here, they're setting up, looking to stop the Riverhawks here as they come out on their first possession. All right, Morehouse, Crichton Tenai, both sides of Taylor. Crichton Tenai in motion. Ooh, trouble with the snap, Taylor. Ooh, I think the Riverhawks might have gotten that back. We'll have to take a look here as they sort things out. Let's check the replay here. Again, second or third time tonight, the Dalles have had trouble getting that snap there. Again, 77 jumps on that ball, keeps possession. Creed Westerfield, nicely done for the Riverhawks. It's going to push him back, though, now. Behind the sticks, 3rd and 11.
Third down.
Bulldogs going to line up in their standard 4-3 defense here. Just Morehouse with Taylor in the backfield. Looking for his big wide receiver. Brock doesn't see him. He's going to scooty out there to the left, looking to dump it off for Hara. That's intercepted by Spike. He reached right over them. He's going to try and take that back. Hudson Spike. Yes, sir. That'll be another touchdown for the Bulldogs. No flags on the field. Spike with the pick 6 for Baker. Let's take a look here on the replay. Again, Bulldogs getting some good pressure there. Shaw, Isaac, Cleveland, Taylor tries to dump it off to Hara. Spike, the big man for the Bulldogs at 6'3", reaches over, kind of picks his pocket and takes it back to the house. So after scoring the touchdown, Spike will try and add the extra point here and make it a 35-point game for the Bulldogs. Up, good, no problem. All right, Bulldogs 35. The Dalles still looking to get on the board. We will be back in a quick minute. Thanks again for joining us. Baker 35, Dalles 0.
Want to keep yourself informed with relevant news and events in Eastern Oregon but don't have much time on your hands? Well, here on EO Live, we pay attention to what's happening in Eastern Oregon and deliver the news in 2 minutes or less on our evening news roundup. You can expect to get your news delivered right to your Facebook and Instagram feed every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. We'll keep you in tune with Eastern Oregon, and you can count on that. EO Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku. Eastern Oregon is...
All right, as the Bulldogs get set to kick it off again, Hobby Habitat, one of my favorites. They're located in LeGrand. It's great because they got something for everyone, whether you're looking for tabletop games, RCs, Legos, puzzles, models to build, disc golf equipment, or STEM supplies, plus much more. Go check out Hobby Habit just for the fun of it. They're located at 411 First Street in LeGrand, or give them a call, 963-9602. Again, Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it. All right, Spike getting set to kick off here. Looks like that's going to be Reese Kenslow. Going to take it for the Dalles. Going to look for a block. He's got a couple. Going to bounce it outside and not going to be able to get out there. Tackle looked like it's made. Kevin Gutierrez, perhaps? Let's see, 34 for the Bulldogs. Excuse me, Jimmy Sullivan, a sophomore, 5'6", 145, getting in on special teams, making a big tackle there.
First and 10, Riverhawks.
All right, so Taylor and the Hawks are going to take over here. First and 10, they're on their own 19. Coming out in a wide receiver set. Looks like a power formation here. Tight end moves in motion. Morehouse on the carry. Runs into the pile, maybe picks up a couple yards before the Bulldogs stand him up.
Morehouse the ball carrier. Tackled by Bloomer. 2nd and 7.
All right, as the Dalles get set for 2nd and 7. Again, they're on the 22. Hit up another one of our great sponsors. Again, if you're wondering why we keep talking about them, they are the reason we are here, and we love it. the opportunity to bring this game to you. Grays West Funeral Home, another wonderful sponsor. Grays West Pioneer Chapel is renowned after more than 90 years of excellence. Talk about trust. They provide unparalleled personal services, unmatched facilities, and guaranteed value to every family that calls upon their family. Morehouse, just quickly, the ball carrier for the Riverhawks, picks up about 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Again, Grays West Funeral Home, they're located here in Baker City, 1500 Dewey Avenue, or check them out online, grayswestco.com. Or you can give them a call, 523-3677, Grays West Pioneer Chapel. All right, so about 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 6 now for the Dalles. Taylor in the backfield with Morehouse. Near side is Cates and Brock. He's looking, though, far side, hits up his big man, Crichton Tanai, out of the backfield, picks up a short gain of about 4. I think it's going to bring up 4th and 2.
Tackle by Bloomer, short.
Dash Bloomer, the tackle for the Bulldogs.
And 2.
Again, the Dalles not shy for going for it on 4th down with their offense. They think they should be able to get 2-3 yards any time they want. We'll see if that big line, again, their line, Sam, Baldy, Peacock, Polk, and Garcia Rocha up front, looking to get a push here. Taylor in the backfield. Looks like he's going to take it himself. Ooh, stopped initially. I'm not sure if they're going to give him the first down or not. Right short of the 30. They might have to take some time to measure. So Taylor takes the high snap, sees a little bit of a hole. Rudy makes the tackle, Cade Rudy, for the Bulldogs. Brings him down at the 35. They are going to give him the first down. All right, so first down, Dalles at the 30. Again, they started the drive at the 19, so makes sense there. Riverhawks looking to string a few big plays here. A few penalties, a couple bad snaps, keep setting them back behind the sticks. And for a team that loves to run the ball, that is not a recipe for success. But they're going to take a timeout. 1st and 10 for the Dalles. When we come back, quick break. Thank you again for joining us here on EO Alive TV.
Here in Eastern Oregon, we're blessed to live in such a wonderful area. And though it may seem mild-mannered, there's actually quite a lot that goes on in this area. And apparently, there's 2 dinguses who happen to be here that are actually crazy enough to get up at the crack of dawn to talk about it. Tune into AM Live on EOA with Brent and Doddsy, featuring special guests, weather, sports, news, and more, every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m., only on EO Alive, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
All right, as we're back waiting for the snap real quick, Grand Ron Retirement Residence, another one of our wonderful sponsors here. They are here to support residents with their needs. They offer a variety of innovative, life-enriching activities and events designed to stimulate the mind, body, and soul at every age of life. That sounds good to me. Go check them out, their website, or give them a call at 541-250-3313. Again, Grand Ron Retirement Assisted Living. All right. 1st and 10, the Riverhawks, they're in a big power formation here. Crichton Tanai takes the snap, a little bit of a wildcat action, runs straight up the middle, picks up about 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Sage Joseph and Ryan Brown combine on the tackle for Baker. Dalles look like they're staying in this big formation. You can't blame them. Again, they're a big team physically compared to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs a little bit undersized, kind of been their problem all year here and there. Crichton Tanai again on the dive, picks up another 3 yards. Make it 3rd and 3. Again, you'll see here, they are all in the box. No wideouts in this formation. Looks like Joseph brings him down again. So 3rd and 3. Got to imagine the Dalles are going to go for it again on 4th down as well. Manitou tonight. Ooh, the fake the snap. They go someone else here. I didn't quite see the number, but that's a great play because that'll be easy first down there for the Dalles. Picks up about 6 yards. Ryan Brown makes the tackles for the Bulldogs. Let me get a quick number there. I believe that's their big senior wide receiver. Is that Riley Brock? It might have been their number 15. Take another look here. I think it was. Anyway, Manitou Crichton tonight, taking it, punishing the Bulldogs.
Tonight, the ball carrier.
Picks up about another gain of 3.
Devil by a pack of dogs.
Again, they've kind of got the same mentality offensively as the military academies. They say, hey, we'll take a 3-yard gain every play, and we'll run it all the way down. And that's what it looks like they're going to try and do here. Yeah, that last play, it was Riley Brock. Again, another big guy, 6'3", 190. All right, that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. The Riverhawks are marching, looking for their first points of the night. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter action coming up next.
Eastern Oregon's weather can oftentimes seem unpredictable. One minute it'll be raining, then it'll be sunny and wonderful, then snowing and then sunny, then the next it'll be raining cats and dogs, literally. So how do you prepare yourself for such flip-floppy weather? Well, by tuning into EO Live Weather with me, Gabe Curtis, of course, the most accurate weather forecast in all of Eastern Oregon. I'll keep you informed with daily weather updates that can take an in-depth look through the next 7 days. Because if cats and dogs are literally going to fall from the sky, you will want to know. EOA Weather right here on EO Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
All right, we're back as the Riverhawks get set for their first play of the fourth quarter action. We're going to thank Grand Ron Hospital here, another one of our great sponsors. They're located in LeGrand, and if you haven't heard, they started their 90,000 plus square foot surgical expansion to improve surgical services that they offer not just to the Grand Ron Valley, but Eastern Oregon as well. So check out their wide variety of specialty services. You can check them out, grh.org, again, right there on your screen. Grand Ron Hospital and clinics, they are doing great things. All right. Crowd gets into a little YMCA here in between third and fourth quarter. Riverhawks come out in that power formation again. Manitou Crichton Tanai in the deep eye. Riley Brock right in front of him. Crichton Tanai takes it. Ooh, in the backfield. Nice quickly done very well there by Ryan Brown, number 75. Another one of the seniors for the Bulldogs. Able to get right through the line, wrap him up. Takes him down. Riverhawks looking at a 3rd and about 8 here coming up. Again, they're not scared to go for it on 4th down. So they're looking to probably pick up about 4 here and 4 again on 4th. Ooh, Brock here steps in front, takes the snap. He gets about 3.5, I'd say. Brings up a 4th and a long 5 here. Again, he's going to watch Brock. Steps in front, takes the snap, tries to trick the Bulldogs. Riverhawks stay in this power formation. Crichton tonight fakes the pass, look to run it again. Again, big man, he's going to push. Ooh, I think he's going to come up just short, though. Looks like he got to the 49, needed to get to the 47. I think that's going to be a turnover on downs. Bulldogs will take over possession. Again, Crichton tonight tries to give a little fake. Jones there on the penetration. He breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles. And that's as far as he got there, the 49. All right, so the Bulldogs are going to take over. They got about 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Clock is running in this situation given the score, so it might be a quick fourth quarter here. Hobson in the backfield, new running back for the Bulldogs, Sage Joseph, a sophomore. He's starting running back on JV, but he's got some power for an underclassman, and he picks up about 4 yards. Joseph, big baseball player. That's his main sport. You'll see him out on the diamond this spring. Makes a nice cut up the middle there. Makes 1 man miss. Picks up about 5. It's going to bring up 2nd, and we'll say a long 5, maybe 6, either way. Hobson now in the backfield. Jones the near side. Bloomer the far split, and Spike on the far side. Hobson hands it off to Joseph. A lot of running room there for Sage 23. He's going to take it on the outside. He's going to pick up a good 20 yards there on the run. Again, Sage Joseph, the sophomore, number 23, 5'9", 165, but kind of runs with some authority here. So that'll be a Bulldog first down. They're at the 26 here in the fourth quarter. 9 minutes to go.
I just read the script. That's what it says.
All right, 3 wide to the right, 1 to the top of the screen. Hobson, Joseph. Hobson, quick toss to Meyer on the screen. He's looking to make a man miss, getting a great block from Rashawn Jones down the sideline before he's pushed out of bounds. That'll be another first down for the Bulldogs. About 18 yards on the gain there. Again, they do the kind of quick screen here, an extension of the run, if you will. Great block by Powell. And then Jones blocking downfield as well. If you're thinking, hey, it's Friday night, I might be up to doing something tonight, check out one of my favorite places in the Grand, Tap That Growlers. They offer 40 taps of beer, hard cider, kombucha, and even brewed root beer. They've got a full menu, including brick oven pizza, that also offer an adults-only area with some gambling and a custom-made shuffleboard. Bulldogs there handed off a little trouble on the snap. Tap That Growlers. They're located on Adams Avenue, 1106 Suite 100 in LeGrand. Tap That Growlers. Great thing to have on a Friday night, maybe even Saturday night. Check them out. All right, so about 7.5 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter. Again, with the 35-point lead, it is going to be a running clock. Bulldogs will look to they fumbled. It must have recovered. It must have been a Riverhawks recovery on a fumble. I apologize there. I saw them have some trouble with the snap, and I just assumed they were able to fall on it, but not the case. So the Riverhawks pick up a nice turnover, and they're going to take over. Nice run there on first down. Pick up about 8 yards. The big man, 40, Crichton Tanai, carries it. Again, my apologies, missing that fumble there, but good for the Riverhawks. Love to see him knock that ball out. They're in their power formation here again. You have a feeling that they're getting ready to break a long one. They just need 1 or 2 more blocks, and they're going to be there. Riley Brock here, their big senior wide receiver, on the carry, and he's going to have enough for the first down. So the Dalles marching here. They're on the 22-yard line. Just under 7 minutes, well, about 6.5 minutes to go or so here in the fourth quarter. It'll be 1st and 10. Again, the Dalles High School, the Riverhawks themselves, a relatively new high school. They were kind of incorporated or brought together between 2009 and 2010. As Wasco County had 2 high schools, they combined to form one, and that became the Dalles Eagle Indians, and then they changed their mascot in the early 2000s to the Riverhawks. So they're a relatively new school. About, like I said, they were incorporated in 2004. So they've been around about 18 years. The Bulldogs, Baker High School, on the other hand, they started in 1889 out here with a single house building for all 12 grades. They were the 2nd public high school in the state of Oregon. As the Riverhawks here punch it up the middle a little bit more. Again, another 4-yard gain. That's what they like to see. Brings up 3rd and short. That's their comfort zone. Anyway, the Baker High School, like I mentioned, only the 2nd public high school in the state. Little known fact, Baker City was actually thought to be the initial capital of Oregon. They were debating doing that because of a huge gold rush out here. However, that nixed that idea, but it was in the running, so a big city 100 years ago. All right, Brock here, another handoff. I think he's going to be the first down man. Yep, he's got enough for a first down. 4-yard run for the Dalles. Check out the replay here. You'll see he's going to step right in front of Crichton Tanai, take that snap, trick the defense, get through the hole, tackled by Powell and Jones, but not before a first down. Bulldogs have a couple of somewhat recent state championships. The varsity football team won both in 2010 and 2012. So 2 out of 3 years there, they were state champions in 4A football. Ooh, Riverhawks and keep pushing. They don't want to go down. That's going to be a pickup of about 5. Again, Riley Brock, the big 6'3" senior wide receiver. Picks up about 7 yards, maybe 6. The Dalles out to the 40. Again, they're looking to put something together here, put a score on the board, give them some momentum going into next week. They're going to be back at home taking on Pendleton Nikiawe, another league special District 5 foe. The Bulldogs next weekend, or next Friday night, are going to be right back here. I will be right back here with you. They're going to be taking on the Madras White Buffaloes. All right, Riley Brock getting a huge push again here. Just going to be short of a first down, so it'll be 3rd and a half a yard. And you see Brock here following his blockers right up the middle. Great push there by the Dalles line. Connor Sam, Evan Baldy, Merrick Peacock, Braden Polk, Lisandro Garcia Rocha.
At the Nazarene Church in the center there.
So the Riverhawks pick up the first down. They're on the 44, still 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And the big man, Crichton Tanai, again takes the handoff. Or not the handoff, he takes it himself. That means about 4-yard gain there for the Dalles. Again, just a reminder, I'm going to be back here with you guys right here on EO Live TV next weekend. Madras comes to town to take on these very Bulldogs. It'll be homecoming, so a lot of festivities going on. Should be a big crowd and a great game. The White Buffaloes, also part of the Special District 5, as I mentioned earlier. They're sitting at 0-1 in league, but they're 3-2 overall. Same as the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs 0-1 in league. They lost last weekend against LeGrand. We're going to go to 1-1 after this. Riley Brock, again, another 5-yard carry. Going to bring up 3rd and short again. Little over 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
Tackled by Clay Stevens.
The freshman Stevens, Clay Stevens, in the game for the Bulldogs, getting to see a little action. You'll see him right there, makes the initial tackle, helped by Jones and Spike. Madras themselves, they are taking on LeGrand tomorrow at home. So LeGrand traveling to Madras on a Saturday, 5 p.m. start time. So if you're interested, checking out who the Bulldogs are going to play next. You got that coming up. Pendleton for going to be traveling to the Dalles next week is playing Crook County tonight. They're at Crook County, so they got back-to-back trips kind of over to Central Oregon. Manitou Crichton Tanai there again, another big rush for the Riverhawks. See if they kind of pick up the pace a little if they want to try and get in the end zone here. About 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Pendleton, like I mentioned, playing Crook County. They won their first league game. They're 1-0, 4-0 overall. So we'll see if they're able to get the W, and then they'll move them to 5-1. All right, Anthony Hare here takes it on the outside. It's probably going to be a late hit as well. Definitely enough for a first down on that carry here. You'll see he's going to take the snap, go around to the right side. Bulldogs aren't able to keep containment. He's going to pick up about 12 yards, plus I think it might be a horse collar tackle there on Garvin at the end. I did see a flag, yep. Marching about 10 yards. So that's going to put the ball, I believe, inside the 10 for the Riverhawks. They also took a timeout to stop the clock. Again, even though they went out of bounds,
Timeout.
Yeah. Even though the ball went out of bounds, because of the score, the clock would have kept running. So the Riverhawks take the timeout, stop the clock with 40 seconds to go. They're on the 8, trying to punch it in the end zone here, get a little momentum going for next week before they host, as I mentioned, Pendleton Nikiawe. But for you Baker fans out there, and we will be starting up about 6:45 next Friday night. Do a little pregame discussion before we get into the Madras game. Bulldogs, led by head coach Jason Ramos, probably going to be pretty happy with this performance, shall we say. But I know those Bulldogs, they're always thinking about what we can improve on, and Madras is going to be a tough foe coming in next week. So they'll hit the film. Real quick here, let's hit up B&K Auto Salvage. They are located here in LeGrand and Baker City. They're Grand Ron's only full-service auto and recycling yard, offering domestic and foreign auto parts. Again, hit up them, B&K Auto Salvage. All right, and Rock and Sons as well. Just want to get these guys in here. They have 50 years of experience providing quality tires and automotive services, and they pride themselves on being there. We'll see here the Riverhawks. Hara takes it around the outside. He's going to look to get in, and I think he did get in. Yep, they're going to give him the touchdown. Nice job there. Nice run by Anthony Hara. The offensive line making that move again. But real quick, let me just hit up Rock and Sons again. They are a Napa Auto Care Center. Let's take out this replay, and I'll hit it up again. Hara around the outside. Touchdown. You're going to hear the horn go off here again. It's a running clock. They're going to go for 2 real quick, see if they can put it up to 8. Fake snap. Riley Brock takes it. I think he's got in. Yes, he did, right at the buzzer. So that's going to take the Riverhawks a nice 8-point pound into the end zone there at the end of the game. We like to see that. That hopefully get them some momentum. We wish them the best as the rest of their season. They're going to move to 1-4. The Bulldogs are going to move to 4-2. Both play next Friday night. Both play at home. Again, our final here is going to be 35-8. But I can't forget our final sponsor, Carpet One Floor and Home. We wouldn't be here without all of these guys. Carpet One Floor and Home. They've got stores in LeGrand, Baker City, and if you're in Wallowa County, they got one in Enterprise, and they're celebrating 24 years of service. Gotta love that. Featuring Englander mattresses made in Oregon, natural latex, and even copper-infused supportive comfort. Carpet One Floor and Home. I know we all could use a new mattress. Check them out. Bulldogs, Riverhawks, you hear, exchanging handshakes. You love to see this at the end of the game. The Bulldogs also thanking the referees. I'm sure the Riverhawks will do that as well. Mark Schilling, the head coach for the Riverhawks, going to take his kids back. They're going to make the 3.5-hour bus ride back tonight before they regroup and get ready for next week. All right, so the Bulldogs, 35 points, 2 touchdowns by Garvin, 1 by Powell, 1 by Bloomer through the air, and then Hudson Spike had the pick 6. The defensive score for the Bulldogs, always one of their goals every week is to score on defense or special teams. They accomplished that. And I think that might do it for this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I cannot thank you enough for joining us here on EO Alive TV. My name is Jesse Taub. I'm going to be back here with you next week as well. We'll be coming on air about 6:45, 6:50. The Bulldogs taking on Madras White Buffaloes here at Homecoming. Thank you again for joining us, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Again, final score here from Baker Bulldog Memorial Stadium. The Bulldogs 35, the Riverhawks 8. Thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next Friday night.